Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sick Minds of Matt and Eric. I'm starting off the hosting this time. I'm one of your hosts, Eric, and with me is.
Matt, hey, how's it going, everyone?
I hardly ever do this.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm exhausted, everyone. I got 4 hours of sleep, so I had to do it today. I'm tired.
you kind of caught me off guard because I was not expecting to record, but yesterday you were just like, I'm down to record tomorrow. I was like, okay. I guess I'll have a shake or a drink. This is actually just root beer because you know me, I can't have milk products.
Well, no, you said you want to be more consistent, and then yesterday I got zero messages from you, and so I sent one at like
Back today?
what?
I messaged you back, didn't I?
No.
I said
Uh,
sounds good.
Oh well, yeah, but you first off you ignored my text of saying, "My God, what an anime," and then sent a message in the group chat like literally 5 minutes later, and I'm like, this fucking piece of shit. But no, like I texted you on Monday, like I was waiting for you to text me, being like, "Hey, record," and I'm like, "All right," but you didn't send me one, so I sent a text being like, "Hey, Tuesday, I'm
Well,
down
I
to
thought our
record."
thing was we are gonna record either Saturday afternoon, which it didn't happen, or Sunday. But then you weren't even on Sunday morning until like you weren't on Sunday morning, and then in the afternoon we just played, and I just slipped my mind.
Well,
So
then you got a
it,
headache, and so we couldn't do
yeah,
Sunday. And then Monday, I didn't hear anything from you. And then my buddies were like, "Hey, let's play FIFA," and I'm like, "Okay." So I jumped on FIFA with them. Also, if anyone knows what the fuck system data means on the iPad, please tell me, because like there's 22 gigabytes of system data that is fucking me over right now in my iPad that I just bought. So it's really frustrating because I'm like, all
I think
right,
it's just the operating system, dude.
22 gigabytes of space on a 64 gigabyte iPad? No.
I mean, life's unfair sometimes.
Yeah, they can go. Apple, you're gonna get. Why is TikTok 2.5 gigabytes?
They're
What the
huge, fucking
fuck?
huge applications.
2.5? That's fucking bullshit. I'll just keep all that shit on my phone then. Sorry everyone. So before we get into the God of High School, because I powered through that last night at work, uh, we originally had no clue what the fuck to talk about because I didn't finish God of High School. So, we were going to talk about what worlds or what anime worlds that we would like to get Isekai in. Now, here's the thing for us, we would get Isekai into the world with the powers that we would want. Because then, like, what's the point of being Isekai into the world? You know what I mean?
Right. Can you imagine getting isekai to like a DBZ world, but you're just a normal human who does no fucking powers?
Yeah, I'd fucking
First
cry.
off, that is the worst fate
It is.
because, like, you know, Goku's out there doing crazy shit.
Yeah, Goku's out there like, ba 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 ba. I am now Super Saiyan God, and it's like we're over here like, why do we get Isekai in here if we can't have that? Like, why? Why
So,
did we?
percentage wise, what percentage of the population in Dragon Ball do you think know about like the Z fighters and like their abilities?
I'm
And
gonna,
how many like do you think is just completely fucking clueless?
I'm, I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be bold, and I'm gonna say 5%.
5% of the population of Earth.
I mean, like, think about it, because there is the Red Ribbon Army still alive, still, around. So it would make sense if, like, some of them, or Red Ribbon Army was a massive, group.
Okay, that's fair. I would say like yeah, about maybe 5%, but like also the martial arts tournaments,
You
people
would
were
think.
literally flying. So you would have to think that the like humans on that version of Earth at least know that some people can just fucking fly.
Yeah, like, it just makes sense. Like, I'm gonna say it's at least 5%. At least 5%, especially with the World Martial Arts Tournament, Like, you have Vegeta being an absolute tool bag and just fucking destroying the power machine. So,
Even before Vegeta fucking landed on Earth, they were like Dragon Ball. Think of Master Roshi and his crazy shenanigans.
yeah.
How many people, if and they've had cameras, and it's the most popular martial arts tournament, and they've all seen him do a Kamehameha.
Like, it's gotta be... Like, it's gotta
I
be at
think it's
least
got to be
5.
more than 5% now.
Is it, though? Because that's only
I
one
would
part.
think. I would think closer. Let's say half the population watches,
Okay.
and half don't. So that's 50% of the world's population, and maybe 75% of them think that the flying is all like made up for artistic value or whatever. Right? Because you're gonna have some people who are just like, oh, it's like wrestling. It's scripted, but nothing in it is real. You're gonna have people thinking that.
Yeah. Alright, I'll bump it up. 7%. Okay, so at 7's the highest. 7% is the highest I'll go. Highest I'll go.
And it's a good question.
7%.
Leave a comment down below. Let us
7%.
know what you think, like percentage wise. How many like people actually know?
I think 7% is a good number. I think it's a good number. Give or take 3%. So maybe 10%, but I'm going to stick with 7. Also,
I'm gonna go with like at 20. I'm gonna go with 20.
That's a bold strategy, Colin.
It's fucking common knowledge. How many
Not
times is
everyone
Goku gonna
watches
save
the martial
planet
art
on the
tournament.
planet?
You think anyone... if we're doing that, then everyone knows, so it's 100% of the people then.
You would think, right? But like,
Let me just
some
throw
people
my
just
hands up
fucking
real
think.
quick.
So like, you've had flying, you've had projectiles, you have like, one. It's wild that there's dinosaurs on this Earth and people don't know about it.
Right?
We talk about like, okay, so like I don't think humans are that intelligent in the DBZ world.
Unless your name is Bulma or her dad.
Or yeah, literally, unless you're related to that family. And then they were all tormented by fucking Piccolo. Come on now. He's clearly not human.
Clearly this... Well, and the other thing is there's like dragon humanoids too.
Okay.
Show's fucked up. Alright, the show's fucked up.
This show's really fucked up. We don't ask these kind of questions because we're entertained. But we're asking the difficult questions, and I think it's 20%. Do you have a ghost?
I'm gonna have to rewatch the footage because I swear I just saw something appear in the back.
Well,
and I'm not gonna lie. It scared the shit out of me. Like, granted, it could have been my parents. 1000% could have been my parents, so I'm gonna have to watch back. We're at the 8-minute mark, so at like 7 minutes, I'll go back and watch it. But I had a mini heart attack just now because I was like, what the fuck was that? I didn't hear anyone. And I can hear my parents. Like, they're not loud. They're not quiet people. Like,
so, to the topic on hand. Got a high school.
Wait, we didn't even get to talk about Isekai into world shit.
Oh, right! You're right. I think we just got off on a fucking Dragon Ball tangent like we normally do. And then that was it.
I was like, whoa.
Now, here's the thing, right? Like, if I got isekai'd into a world, do I want to be the main character, or do I want to live like a somewhat normal life, but like have powers so I just don't get fucked with?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like being a hero would be cool for a minute, but then everybody's gonna want to challenge you, and then you're always gonna have like hits on your life. Right? Because, like, if you're the best at something, somebody's going to try to dethrone you. And sometimes the best way to dethrone somebody is to just outright kill them.
So, I'm thinking what I would do if I was isekai'd into a world and I got the powers that I want and stuff. I would secretly, like, train and not be, like, and not have anyone notice me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be a powerful person, but it's like at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to deal with this shit. But
Okay,
now,
but
but
like,
now, if the world
does
is
that
now the other thing is like, if the world is at risk of ending, then I'll jump in. Like, I'll jump in and be like, all right, I'll help you guys out. But like, if I have a feeling you guys can handle it, why should I bother? Why should I help? I don't want to
the
die.
Beerus method of fighting?
Yeah, I would be fucking Beerus.
um, does that determine your pick though? Like,
I have several worlds that I would isekai in. All
okay, well,
right,
I'm gonna have to think about it. So let's hear yours.
all right. So one, I know it's an ecchi anime, but I would 1,000% isekai into the high school DxD world and become a demon because their like power system and ranking system is pretty fucking cool. I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, the show's all about boobs and all that and perverted stuff. It has an actual storyline, an actual power system, and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Actual storyline and boobs. What's not to like?
so I'm just gonna throw out that one. There is a web novel that I've read and been reading called Versatile Mage, and its power system and like magic system is pretty fucking cool and unique. So I would definitely go into that world. And then I would say Sword Art Online, but like I don't want to die in Ironcrad, so no. Maybe Seven Deadly Sins. Maybe I would say Naruto, but then I don't know. Maybe.
Naruto is a world where like you think you're badass,
Yeah.
but then it literally is the dumbest thing, right? Because you could be really, really strong, like super powerful, and then somebody who just happens to be just a little better at genjutsu can make you think you're living your entire fucking life, and meanwhile you're just seconds away from death.
Man, I kicked his ass and all this and that. You've been trapped in a genjutsu this whole time. Fuck.
Still has some of the best fucking moments though when Rock Lee throws down those weights.
Yeah, that is a pretty iconic moment.
Dude, somehow that is more iconic than when Goku took off his weights, and Goku did it first.
I will say nothing I think will beat, at least in my opinion, like Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time.
Oh, I mean, I've mentioned this before. I I saw Dragon Ball before I saw Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
so I experienced it the way I think everybody, like the generation before us, saw it, and it was devastating. It was devastating because I knew the rules of the Dragon Balls. I know they can't make the same wish twice. And I know that Krillin's already died and has come back. Right? So if Krillin dies, he's out. That's he's done. Done. Like, so even though I saw like not the Toonami, the Funimation version, right, where it was not accurate, literally hearing Krillin go, Goku, and then just exploding. I was like, that's it. That's it for Krillin. Like he's done.
He's gone. No more.
He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, that moment was good. Let's see. What world? Like, we can't just say Dragon Ball as like the world we would get isekai in, because like that's just
Yeah.
a cop out answer.
That is a cop out answer. So I'm really gonna have to think about this. High School DxD is pretty good. Damn, dude. Shield Hero.
Ooh, I was thinking that. I didn't say it. I
I
was
think
thinking it.
like Shield Hero or that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Okay.
Like one of those two. I like those two isekais, but now I'm picking isekai animes already, and I feel like that's also a cop out. But then most of the animes that I like are already isekais.
Yeah. So like, there's nothing to be. I mean, I'm no martial artist, so I'm not gonna say the god of high school because
Well, one, it's only one season so far,
yeah,
so we
it's
don't
only
know
one
what's gonna
season,
happen.
and they haven't confirmed a season 2, even though it was nominated for like 5 awards. All right, so at this point, we're gonna switch over because it's gonna take a while for you to choose one. So
I did. I said
okay,
Shield Hero.
All right, the Rising of the Shield Hero world. All right, we're gonna move over to God of High School. If you haven't watched it, spoilers. I literally just binged it the whole time I was at work. My headphones died like with 5 minutes left in the last episode, and I had to like play it out loud at work.
It's totally fucking worth it. I binged the whole thing. I in one sitting, and it wasn't like oh man, I'll catch up on this later. It was more like I don't need that many hours of sleep to do my job. Like, I just stayed up to just fucking finish the rest, and that's when I texted you. I was just like, "What a fucking anime!"
Yeah, man, it is. The characters, in my opinion, are all really good, and
Really
like
good.
their backstories too are kind of like gut wrenching too. Like it's
So to for the people who have seen it, well, one spoilers, right? We already mentioned that we're gonna do spoilers, but for the people who haven't seen it and don't really care about spoilers, I'm gonna summarize it. Um, the power scaling is fucking ridiculous, but it's still good. So here, like literally, the first few episodes, you get introduced to the characters, no major backstory, and then after the 3 episodes, literally it's a tournament arc right off the bat, which I fucking love tournament arcs. Yes, they are very like
they're like a cop out, but they're fucking fantastic.
yeah, they're cliche. Everybody fucking does them, and I think every single they like the demon arc, right? Like yeah, everybody fucking does a tournament arc. It doesn't fucking matter. They're really good. That like
Well,
some of them can be bad, but
the cool thing with this tournament arc though is that it also is surrounded with backstories of
yes,
like the important
yes,
characters.
and the best part about this, I don't know if I what I just fucking did. My bad. There we go. Am I still muted? Am I not muted?
You weren't muted
I
when
won't.
you said I don't know what the fuck I did,
I
and
don't know
then
what the fuck I did. Literally, I
and
hit
then you
the arrow
muted
button.
yourself, and then you unmuted yourself.
All right. Anyway, motherfucker. So, the way that they handled this tournament arc was literally like, again, within the first few episodes of the tournament arc, you have more main characters that I feel like are gonna come back. I
So
feel like they have to. They're
I
they're
brought up
on the fucking intro. Like anybody in the intro art as a automatically you're gonna see them more,
I knocked
right?
my speaker over again. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. So the first couple episodes, they're just introducing even more characters, but they're not main characters. They're introducing like the combat system in this world, or the magic system, or whatever system they're gonna end up using. And they explain the power system,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, okay, this is interesting. And then immediately after, the power scaling begins, and it does not stop. It literally gets faster, stronger, up until the very end. And I kid you not, it's like high school students participating in martial arts that have special abilities that turn into gods. It is literally like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I described it to Matt over here. Now, Matt, what did you just tell me before we started recording?
So here's the thing. Eric was like, when he texted me, he's like, "This is how it goes, man. It goes 1, 2 episodes, tournament arc. Then it goes into all these superpowers. Then it goes final episode, fighting God." And here's the thing. He lied. He lied. All right, he lied. Because I was expecting for the first 2 episodes to be like a quick fucking tournament, and then God, like Square Enix with Final Fantasy, you're rescuing a cat, and then you're fighting God as the final boss. But like, no, that's not what happened. Like the first like 7 episodes is like the first tournament arc. Then it goes into the 3-on-3 tournament arc, and then God.
I forgot a tournament. My bad.
Then though, so like you got like the main characters at the end of the anime. Mori Jin doesn't. He's the main character, like one of the main characters. He doesn't remember his memories because his what the fuck do they call the power? Oh fuck.
I don't know.
I forgot what they called the power. God damn it.
We'll call them personas for now.
Yeah, we'll call them honestly though, that's what they fucking are. They are personas. They're legitimately personas now that you said that. They're unlocking their persona. That's what this is. So Mori Jin's, I still haven't figured out what he is. Because, like, is his character a god? Or is he Son Goku? Because he has a fucking power pool. And they call him the Monkey King. And isn't Son Goku the Monkey King?
No, it's Wukong.
Oh, so, hey, Wukong, how you doing?
But, Goku is based off of that. And so is this kid. I think he actually is... they do call it something like Chinchuri or something.
It's something like it's not Chinchuri, but it's like something like that.
I don't know.
It's like chi something, and I'm just Anyways, they're personas.
Anyway, they the power scaling goes like this, right? Like they have their own physical strength, and then they can borrow power from their like god, basically.
Yeah.
And they can use moves based off of their power. However, Mori Jin refuses to learn how to use borrowed power because he wants to increase his own strength, aka like Goku, that bastard. Yeah. Anyway, near the end, which we're skipping ahead, but near the end, he like awakens and he is one of these gods? Question mark? You don't know because he immediately loses his memory again.
Well, he says his memories are still a bit fuzzy. Like,
right. And here's what I'm thinking happened.
I think he is Wukong.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I totally think that he wants to live like a normal human.
His powers are like locked.
Correct. Yep. And he just gets sent to live with the people.
Yeah. You know what? You know who he is? He's like that girl that grants wishes at the end. Like whenever she grants a wish, she shrinks back into like a child.
Yeah.
That's probably like Wukong. Like when Wukong like uses all his power save the world and like wastes all his energy, he goes back to being a child.
Just funny because she says you came here too early.
Yeah. She's like,
so I'm just like, oh, well, shit.
Because they ended the tournament too early.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But, so I thought Mori Jin was going to be the key. The whole time I thought he was going to be the key. But no.
I did too.
It was Ipyo Park was the key in the Nine-Tails Fox. And I had to laugh. I'm like, of course it's a fucking Nine-Tails Fox. Why wouldn't it be a nine-tailed fox? Every anime now has to have a nine-tailed fox in it.
When they said, "Oh, he's got the nine tails," I'm just like, "Mother!" Like, there's too many different references. So, because at that point, they had referenced like every other fucking anime.
Yeah. Well, this is a Korean anime.
It is, and it's also a Crunchyroll exclusive. And I love the fact that there's like Crunchyroll advertisements on the side of the rings.
I thought that was fucking hysterical. I saw that and I'm like, you cocky bastards, that's hilarious. Why couldn't Funimation do this with the Dark Tournament? Just have like a little Funimation banner. But
I
no,
was like, you cheeky fucks. I'll give it to you. That's funny.
so I will say this: everyone's probably gonna be like, Naruto started like the whole Fox trend, Demon Fox thing, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not. It's not Naruto that did it because Kurama in Yu Yu Hakusho was a fox, was the demon fox, and that kind of is when you started seeing more demon foxes come into mainstream anime.
Let's be honest. It all started in like Japan or feudal Japan or whatever, way back when.
Yeah, with yokais and everything, you know.
Yeah. But now it's kind of this. Also, I watched another anime that I'm gonna include because I was at work and I was just like, Misfits something. God damn it! I wrote it down and I fucking left it at home.
I texted it to you. I texted it to you. The Misfit of the Demon King Academy. It's not hard.
Now. I know it is now.
Good God, man.
Anyway, I have another anime for you after we're done with this. It's called In and then Spectre, but not like Inspector. It's In and then Spectre as in Ghost.
I've already watched it.
You've already watched it?
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out.
Oh, okay. I
don't know if season 2 came out yet, but I've already watched it.
Oh, season 2 is out. I'm about to start it.
Oh, then I have.
I just finished season 1.
Well, I don't know if it's dubbed yet because I know they were talking about season 2 coming out.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, I've watched it. I watched it on HBO Max, actually.
What do you think of the 3 characters?
So I think it's actually going to be 4 for the next season, in my opinion. I know I know they said the 3 main characters are going to go, but I have a feeling Epio Park is going to join them for some of it because he has to collect all the keys, all the
collect the fragments,
fragments to the keys. But I think I like all 3 main characters. I thought they had a very good dynamic. I thought Mira Yu was great. I thought she was funny. I liked that she had a sword style. I also think it's fucking hilarious that her persona is Lu Bu.
Why is that?
Because, let's be real, whenever anyone ever played Dynasty Warriors, the one character you couldn't beat and you wanted to unlock was Lu fucking Bu. And not only that, whenever you saw Lu Bu on the battlefield, you ran the other fucking direction because you knew you couldn't beat him because you were low level.
You're just like, God damn it! All right, turn around.
It made me laugh because I'm like, oh, who's her power? What's her power gonna be? And then it was like Lu Bu, and I'm like, that's it, game over. Who's gonna stop Lu Bu? I'm not stopping Lu Bu. It just made me laugh. I'm like, this is hysterical. Hold on, let me see if I can find out what their powers are. Okay, here we
go. So while you're doing that, then you have the other guy, and his backstory
is heart-wrenching.
So you know that he's like visiting the hospital. One of his friends is like very sick.
I can't read this stuff. This is spoiling stuff for me. What the fuck?
Well, don't fucking spoil it. Don't. All right. Anyway, so his friend is very sick, and the tournament they have these nanobots that they inject all the participants with that will heal them after battles. Yeah, heal any injury. So he goes, and his whole thing is, I'm doing this tournament. I don't care about the winnings. I want your nanobot technology to heal my friend. And he's just like, there's only one problem. By the time this tournament is over, it will be too late for him. So he made a promise. He's like, I will win this tournament. Just heal my friend now. And in every aspect, I believe he would have won that fucking tournament.
I don't think he would have been in Morihjin.
I think if they didn't give him that message at the very end, because he, like, if you remember, before while they were fighting Morihgen, he got told that, hey, your friend passed away, and he didn't want to fight anymore. And now he was fighting for himself, which is fine, but he didn't have that same drive. And he was ready to kill what's her name?
Mira.
Yeah, like he pretty much getting ready to kill Mira just to fucking win because he needed to win. I don't think there was anything holding him back. I think he would either would have won or completely died trying. I don't think there would have been it would not have been a KO.
So the other thing is you got to realize is that like Morihgen is literally fighting to find his grandfather.
That's true.
And like and
But
then he
somehow,
found out that his grandfather was kidnapped. So like he's trying to do everything in his power to get this wish so he can wish his grandfather back.
and he had his chance.
No, he did wish for it, and then
No, he stopped midway.
yeah,
He thought about it. He looked back at his friends and what they've lost.
yeah. But she also said she can't do anything for dead people, and then after that, she was like, "By the way, he's still alive, but it's faint." Also, what was with his grandfather's fucking message at the end of the episode?
I know you could do anything, including beat me. Maybe he's
Like,
the
are
bad
they?
guy.
Well, no. It seems like they're planning on controlling his grandfather somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Like that's what it seems like.
What if he's also a god and they just keep borrowing his power?
You're onto something here. You're onto something there. That could be it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. You could be right on that one. Like who knows what's gonna happen.
It's a wild anime, and it's Korean too. And like I really do, I have been enjoying a lot of the Korean dramas that have been coming out lately.
I haven't watched any.
Yeah, like honestly, Squid Games, this, and I know that Blue Lock isn't Korean, but like it feels like a Korean drama. That's basically what Korean dramas are like.
I like how you're like Blue Lock isn't it, but like feels like I'm like, dude, it's
Like
clearly
that
talking
style?
about Japan and stuff.
Right, but that kind of style, that style is basically how most Korean dramas are like.
But like, so with this show, there's a lot of different like aspects to it, and it's very cool watching like people through fighting become friends. Like you have what was his name? Epio Park, with his backstory of how he met Mori-in's grandfather, and it showed that he also met Mori at that same age. Like
Yeah,
that was
Taichin or
cool.
something like that.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. My other thing is, and I'm actually going over this Winky because like it said like season 5 and everything on it. I'm like, there's only been one season, so I'm not gonna like believe everything they said. And there's only been 2 manga chapters. I mean 2 manga volumes. So,
Oh,
well, careful there.
damn.
You just almost poked your eye out, kid.
I know, right? Just pop. All right. Anyway,
You just did bop yourself, you dinkus. So I don't know how true this Winky page actually is when it comes to like reading some of this stuff. So I don't know if I spoiled anything for myself, but I don't want to say anything because that's heartbreaking if whatever I read was true. But Dwight Han, his backstory is sad with his friend. Like I'm guessing he had cancer. I'm guessing his friend had cancer.
I think
Because I don't think they ever said what he was sick with.
yeah, he was dying. Clearly, he was dying.
Like, he was dying, and he did have a full head of hair, and then he was bald. So I'm assuming he had cancer.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna assume he had cancer, which is just like tragic to like watch everything happen, especially that kid whose grandfather was one of the 6, and like was clearly the most powerful of the 6. Like turn like have the darkness take over him, like watching his grandson's darkness take over him, and he turned into like a demon, and like started eating people to have their powers. When he all he wanted to do was prove his worth to his grandfather, who was part of the Six.
Yeah. And then what's his name? Well, he got his revenge. I feel like he had the best revenge story too. Anyway, because what's his name ends up killing him with his shark attack.
Yeah, I got their names right here. Give me a second. National tournament. Tyke Jagal.
Sure.
I know I said the last name right, but he was an absolute piece of monkey shit.
Yeah, he was a no one's 100% a dick, but this guy,
this guy
100%
is
dick.
100% a dick. Like, I hated him. Like, I'm like, oh, he's gonna have one of those moments where he changes his heart. Did not
He was
change
like
his
the
heart.
Joffrey of this fucking series.
Yeah, and he never changed like his ways or anything. He was a dick all the way till his last breath.
Literally, dying breath.
He was like, dying breath was like, make sure you live your life. And it's like, oh, that's sweet. He said what his mother said. But before that, you were calling everyone trash like a second before. Like, fuck you, you piece of shit. You deserve
He never said
die.
anything nice. He said, "I don't need help from a loser," and then faded away.
Well, no, he said, I never need help with from a loser. And then he said the quote that his mother said to him when his mother left him with that person, which was like, I just want you to live your life, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he said that at the end, and it's like, they were just gonna save you, hopefully redeem yourself. No, you went out the coward's way. That's my opinion. You went out the coward's way.
So, like, the mother said that to him, right? Not in a good way. And he did it the same way. He was a dick all the way to the end. It wasn't even a nice message.
Yep, he is what we call everyone 100% a dick.
But the revenge, the grandfather literally came in, and I was just like, what's happening? Because literally, like,
I thought he was just a normal old man.
At this point, they've shown people who can destroy an island from miles away without actually being there. It's an actual thing that fucking happened.
Wait a second. Whose handprint was that?
Whose do you think?
Was it Wukong's?
No, that was the tournament leader.
He never showed that he had a handprint, though. It was always a cross.
Yeah, it's all. They're all like. They all have their own symbols. His was the cross.
I don't know. Was it him?
Yeah, because he also he was the one who had the interview with the American government in episode 2. So like it's all him. So
yeah.
But anyway,
we haven't.
And he was super fucking strong. I thought he was gonna be like, I still don't know, right? Because I'm like, bad guy, not bad guy.
I still don't know if he's a bad guy or not.
Exactly. Because that's really good. First off, that's good fucking storytelling. When somebody that you've seen the entire fucking season, you're just like, not sure. Could go either way.
So in the beginning, we didn't know what Nox wanted, and he just said they wanted God, and so I'm like, oh, this guy just wants to kill off religion and kill their God. But then you find out Nox wants to wipe out all of Korea, pretty much, and restart.
Yeah.
And so the Six, I don't even know what their real organization name is, but I'm gonna call them the Six.
Sounds good to me.
Is trying to stop Nox from bringing their god down to destroy everything. And then you have the head of the tournament commission, which we're assuming he's the most powerful of them all, holding back their god with their cross. And then meanwhile, one of the Six, who's this old man, just comes out of nowhere, magics them Like everyone that's in Korea, like South Korea in Seoul,
Everyone. We're talking about not just the fighters, but
everyone,
everyone that was there,
like miles
except
away.
except our main characters and his friends,
Yeah,
because they were already moved to a
a spe-
religious hideaway
yeah,
of some sort.
somewhere, and he transforms nukes into his own fucking missile and destroys the god vessel, and then you have dipshit come out of nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
they make
Then
you
he comes
think that
back.
they
He's
make
like,
you
I
think
got the key.
they make you think this god character is going to be like the big bad of them all, and it wasn't. He got fucking one-shotted by a missile.
The main big bad is that fucking asshole.
It's that
Who's
fucking
been an
piece
asshole
of
since
shit.
the beginning of the goddamn show.
Since you first met him, he
Also,
is the bitch.
I'm not sure if you noticed this, but like when he asked that anybody who got hurt by um what's his name to be like healed,
Yeah,
it healed the one person who could never do martial arts again.
yeah.
So I wonder what his abilities are.
Her abilities.
Her abilities are.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. You know, at one like honestly, I hope it continues this anime because I would really like to know what happens next. I'm not gonna read the manga because it is a Crunchyroll original, so I feel like that meant like the anime is different than whatever the manga is, if that makes sense.
It might be.
So I'm intrigued. I also got the feeling that Mori and Mira kind of have like a thing going on, but that's just me. But
Who knows?
honestly, who knows with anime these days? You never know. You'd be like, it could be these two, and then it's like some fucking person that has.
Really?
And then
How
you
did
just
you even get to this fucking anime?
and then you discover it's someone that's barely been in the anime the whole fucking time. You're like, what the fuck? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But I swear I checked at what time we were at, and I swear I checked it like 10 minutes ago, and it's only been like 3 minutes. But you know, I want to know what their powers are called because I don't want to keep calling them personas.
They are personas, though. Tell
They
me that's
are.
not the most accurate thing that we've said on this show.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say you're wrong because you're not. The one thing that did piss me off is that we never got to see any of the other from Dipshit's team fight. Like we briefly saw Bora Ma, the girl that kept doing the duck face. Like we briefly saw her fight, but that was it. We never saw their other teammate fight. So like I was kind of pissed about that because I was intrigued. I wanted to see what the other kid could do.
No, that sword style is fucking awesome.
Right?
I guarantee you it's gonna be like, I don't know. I feel like the main character, Mori Jin, using what's her name's sword and sword style. Because it wasn't like it was supposed to be, what was that storyline with the sword style and the key and the sword? Like they needed that.
They said her power, if she can unlock her sword, could kill God. The moon style dance can, that. And then she finally was able to get the blade.
So she's gonna be super important.
Yeah. So the abilities,
but she's also looking for someone strong enough to wield that style,
which I think is Morien, because he was doing her moves.
He's like a and this is the thing with Goku too. Like he just sees the move and fucking learns it.
Yeah. Like he saw her doing it and he's like, you know what? You're right. I need to change how I am. And then he was like, moon style dance, like moon style sword dance or whatever. and started doing the moves. Like, that's when I thought he was the key. Because it's like, oh, like, they're all looking for, like, the person that's the key. This dude is learning everyone's fucking fighting style just by watching them.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't the key. He's
Which
just...
is which is fucking hilarious. You remember when Goku was just like, "Oh, that's neat. Can you teach me how to do that?" Like the Kamehameha. It
Yeah.
took me 50 years to
And
master
so
it.
he goes, Ka, May, Ka,
And does
May,
it instantly.
Ha. And it's just like a little beam. And they're like, Master Roshi is like, ah! But anyways,
This shit's fucking hilarious.
their power, I think you said it right, actually, is Cheryok? Cheryok? Because I have it right here. The abilities of Sherok, Sherok, well, whatever.
Chinchery.
The summoning of heavenly creatures and creations, aka personas.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I was
I mean,
about
personas are more
to.
demonic creatures, right? But like, yeah,
There's an angel as one of the creatures,
yeah, there's an angel demon.
and then there's Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Ghost Rider.
So clearly, this anime was influenced by Persona and Shin Megami Tensei.
I don't know. And that's like I feel like they've been doing the borrow power from God thing forever.
Yeah, but how long has Shin Megami Tensei been around where you summon demons and shit?
It's been a while. It's been around for a while, but like, damn, I'm trying to think of the one like anime that came out in the '80s that's been doing it. Like, oh, I get my power from God or something like that.
Goku?
Oh fuck, I'm it's gonna bother me now. There's an anime out there who's just like he learns how to borrow God's power to like do stuff, and then he's just like, well, if I can borrow this much, why don't I try stealing it all and becoming a god myself? And that's the whole premise of the like you literally watch the main character turn into the villain and everybody else is like shouldn't do that. And then spoilers, even though I don't know the name, he ends up discovering that he can't harness all of God's powers because he'll explode and die. So that's the whole thing.
Alert.
He got too greedy. He noticed that he got the last piece and he can do it, and he takes the last piece and he's just like, oh, too much. Poof.
And I'm gone. Oh my god. Dude, anime is ridiculous and I love every minute of it.
I know.
Honestly, I don't know how people can hate it. It's fucking fantastic.
It's not everybody's thing. That's fine. I get it. You know, some people like the Great British Bake Off. I'm one of those people, but at the same time, I hate that show too.
All right, my good sir, what would you rate this anime?
You know, the fact that it's still going,
Or
I'm gonna give
hopefully.
it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I am surprised. Why 7 out of 10?
7 out of 10. One, you can always do better, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that I would consider one of the greats. So I can't in my honest opinion, I'm looking forward to the next season. And the next season might improve this score, but I feel like the scaling was way too fast all of a sudden. It just rushed to you're fighting gods by the end of season 1. It took Goku at least 3 different fucking sagas, right? Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super to fight gods. They did all this in season 1. Like, where do you go from here?
Took 400 episodes to get there, man.
Exactly. So I don't know. I feel like if that's where they end it, right? They just wanted to rush to that power cap, and now everybody's on even playing fields. I'll that's when I'll give it a better rating. But in the meantime, it's not as iconic as Naruto or Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball. There's still so many better animes, but it's not bad, right? By no means is it
Yeah.
garbage. So 7 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. I think I'm gonna do an 8 out of 10. I did rush it all. I really enjoyed it. I thought the animation was fantastic. I thought the comedic parts were great. The fight scenes were fantastic. I thought the fight scenes were great. The animation was great, in my opinion. Um, I think the opening song is an absolute banger of an opening song.
Yeah, the music is good.
Like that
Music is
opening
good.
song is an absolute banger. I wish it would be on iTunes so I can download it and just listen to it all the time because it's a fucking banger. Um,
It's too much like Dragon Ball in my personal opinion for me to like go any higher. Think of the main character, right? You got Morihjin,
I
who's
think
literally
it's
supposed to be Wukong, which is what Goku's based off of. So I can't really be like, well, yeah, because they're all based off of this one particular deity. But then why is he completely oblivious and dumb? Really, he's not dumb, but like they got that innocent nature to it.
mhm.
He's just like, oh, I just want to be people's friends. You should be doing good things, just like Goku. And I feel like they could have made it his own. He's I don't know. I don't know.
I do like now that you brought it up. I do like that it's kind of like a mix of Dragon Ball and also Persona. I like now that you say that. I think that's pretty kind of pretty fucking cool in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I really really like that. I thought that was really good. I thought it was pretty cool what they did, and honestly, I can't wait to see what else they do with it. Because now they got to travel across the country and stuff and try to find his grandfather while also trying to retrieve his memories, while also potentially helping Park get all the key fragments back.
Because
Like,
now he's the key guardian. He's got responsibilities that he didn't ask for.
see, I thought uh, Mori was the guardian.
I thought no. I thought the nine-tailed fox was the guardian of the key, and that's why they were looking for the fox because they didn't know it was Park at first. They were looking to see who's everybody's like persona was because whoever had the nine-tail, that's who's holding the key.
Yeah, them. I remember them saying something about Mori's though being like a guardian too.
Yeah, well, that's because like
Like, is he the
they all
guardian of the
fought.
world? Is he the guardian of the
Yeah, I
world?
don't know.
Like, I don't fucking know. I just fucking watched the anime and really enjoyed it.
Also goes to show that you can do all you want to be disqualified, but if you're the main character, it doesn't matter.
Does not matter. Not at all. Nope. No, sir. It does not matter. But yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 10. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think if no one has watched it yet and you like fighting animes and you love Persona, well, do I got an anime for you? The God of High School is waiting your call. I don't know what animes we're gonna watch next. We're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look, do some research.
Yeah.
I haven't watched season 2 of The Rising of the Shield Hero yet.
I also need to catch up on that. I think I finished season 2.
Well, season 3 hasn't come out yet, so
Yeah, that's the one that
see. I've
from
heard.
now I'm not sure.
See, I heard they changed some things in season 2 from the light novels, so I don't really know how I feel about that. I'll have to watch
I'm
because
okay. I'm okay with anime deviating from the manga. I honestly believe that the manga and the anime should be two separate things because if one follows too closely to the other, then you'll do this comparison thing. I feel
yeah,
like they should be treated as alternate dimensions of the same character. That's why I could think like, okay, the Super Android movies, right?
forgot
They
about
shouldn't
those.
exist, but I like them.
You know, that's something we could definitely talk about next time. The best Dragon Ball movies
The best Dragon Ball movies?
and rank them. Because
Oh, rank them.
I'm pretty sure we've seen them all.
Uh there's one I think I'm missing.
There
I
might
think
be
it's
one that I might be missing too, but I'm almost positive I've seen like all of them.
I'm trying to remember if there's 2 or 3 Broly movies.
4. Because you have the first Brawly movie, then you have Brawly Returns, and then isn't there like a Bionic Brawly movie too?
That's what I'm trying to think.
And then the recent Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie,
I'm
which
not
made
talking
him
about the Super. I'm talking about Z.
well,
Like
Super
the
he's canon.
yeah,
So
Super. He's canon. I'm talking about. I thought we are gonna rank the non-canon movies.
oh, oh,
That's what I thought we were going with.
we could do that. I didn't even think of that. We could do that.
Because like clearly the Super movies have a leg up on it because they're both canon.
We could do that. That
Okay,
would be.
yeah, I'll take a look at that. Oh man, what's gonna be my number one and why is it Janimba?
Get the fuck out. Get out of here with that bullshit.
No.
Get out of here. Fucking bringing that up right out the gate. Janimba. Why is it gonna be the movie where Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 again for the second time? I'm assuming it's the second time.
But the
BoJack,
BoJack movie.
yeah.
BoJack is fucking gold. Hit the moment he realized, oh, they're draining his power. He's just like, oh, I'm a little weak. I'm just gonna yell a little bit more and blast everything away. It's that slow ass walk. It's that slow ass
Dude, go.
fucking walk.
I will say this before we end this episode, and like, I will say this: young Gohan slash Teen Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, voice actress, because it is a voice actress, it's not voice actor, um, is significantly better than the Dragon Ball Kai one. And no offense to the Dragon Ball Kai one.
Okay, I thought we were actually going with the adult Gohan, but I agree.
The adult Gohan is the same voice that's always been.
No, I'm talking about, but they're two separate people. Young Gohan and adult Gohan.
Well, I said young and teen Gohan.
Yeah,
because technically, when he goes Super Saiyan 2, he's teen Gohan, which is weird considering, Dragon Ball Z with Buu Saga is teen Gohan. But
whole thing, he should have came out of that hyperbolic time chamber as an adult.
It's onto something here, everyone.
Like, how long were they in there for? Oh no, I guess it was the equivalent of 1 year, right? So never mind.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying we'll see what happens. We're definitely gonna rank for the next episode. Do we want to do top 5, or just rank them all the non-canon
There's
ones?
not too many of them. We could rank them all. I'm gonna have some that are a little higher than others for no apparent reason other than I didn't know that the movies existed, so my first Dragon Ball movie may be a little higher, even though it's bad.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm just gonna say, Tree of Might be a little higher than where it should
be. Dude, it's so. I think that might be my first one too, and it's so good but so bad at the same time.
It really is. Okay. Well, we'll save that for another time.
All right, everyone. We're gonna end this episode. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed talking about what worlds we would get isekai'd into. I would love to know what your all worlds that you guys would love to get isekai into. And now remember, like we did, you would get those powers that you isekai'd into. So think about that world, and if you say Dragon Ball Z, then that's a cop out.
It's a cop out, but we'll accept it because we both want it too.
I mean, we'll both want it, but try to think of like a number 2 answer. Okay, a number 2 answer would be good.
Really good, but pretty shitty at the same time.
What?
One Piece.
I haven't watched One Piece, so I can't say anything.
Oh, come on.
Okay, yeah, Zoids would be a fun one.
You would just have beat.
Digimon.
Did you?
Get out of here. Digimon's better than Pokemon. Shut the fuck
It
up.
is. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. But I'm just saying, like, think of all the shit that happens in that world. You really want to be there? At least Pokemon, you just have Team Rocket. Like,
Yeah, and
okay,
they suck at their job.
they really do.
Well, everyone, like I said, comment what world that you want to isekai into. You get those powers. Just please come up with 2 answers because I have a feeling a bunch of you would say Dragon Ball Z. So please think of another one besides that one. Also, tell us if you have seen God of High School and what your thoughts on it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Do that shit for us, guys. The last episode did a bit better than the other ones, so please keep on watching. Like I said, and Eric said, we're going to try to, bring out more content as much as we can each week. So, just tell us what you would like to hear or want us to rate or what anime you think we should watch or what game we should play. I know I might pick up Forspoken and play that, considering I'm seeing how many people are bitching about it on Twitter, and I'm kind of curious to know why they are. So, what do you always say there, my buddy, my pal?
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week, and be excellent to one another.
Party on, dudes. Have a great rest of the week.